Empaths need to acknowledge their own culpability in their abuse, in things that have happened to them. I am not saying that what the narcissist is doing is right. We all know it's abuse. We all acknowledge it's abuse. But when you ignore red flag after red flag after red flag, and you're up to 600 red flags and you're still there, you need to take some personal accountability for what's happening to you and acknowledge that you're also to blame. So, I realize I bring up controversial points in my videos that not everyone is going to agree with. I am not blaming the victim, but I am saying that in order to improve and for this not to happen again, we also need to look for clarity and seek answers as to why this happened in the first place, and are we somehow predisposed to this type of abuse because of our past, our families, our past relationships? Are we already primed for this type of abuse? And so once we can acknowledge what's actually happening, then we can fix it. So it's better to be direct and acknowledge what is actually happening. And take personal accountability for our own actions. We know the narcissist cannot take any accountability, so therefore we have to be the ones to taking accountability of what went wrong on our end, and therefore this will not happen again moving forward. So it's imperative that empaths need to stop lining up to be slaughtered, okay, because these wolves are just going to run right through you. So, I mean, you need to be training like you're training for a war, because the narcissists are certainly ready, so you need to be ready. You need to be prepared. You need to up your game and know what's going on in the world. So, we need to toughen up our defenses, our armor, our arsenal of weapons, and know exactly what's going on. So, like I said, I am not blaming you for the fact that the abuse happened, but when there was warning sign after warning sign after warning sign, and you still married the person, you still had a child, then went and had a child with the person, you need to do some inner reflection and ask yourself, why did it go that far in the first place? Why did you not leave? There's plenty of fish in the sea. You did not have to have, if you were wanting children, you didn't have to have them with this abuser. That's not healthy for your children either. So you now also set them up to be in a dysfunctional situation. So, I know sometimes the mask may drop after the marriage, after you're married and you didn't know. That's not your fault. But if you then stayed married and then took the relationship 2 steps further by having 2 children after you already knew the person was abusive, then that's not the narcissist's fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Okay, we need to take accountability for our own actions. That's extremely important. Okay, you need to say, this is what it is, this is what happened, this is what I did in the situation, and this is actually a positive thing, because you can control your own actions. You cannot control the narcissist's actions, but you can control your own actions. So if you know you did something wrong, you can then correct it. And that's going to help you moving forward in future endeavors. So, empaths need to stop lining up to be slaughtered. Toughen up, and so this won't happen again.